The planet can survive without you. You cannot survive without the planet.
Welcome to Reclaiming Roots, where we explore stories that connect us to the earth and each other. Today, we're discovering Disney Pocahontas, not just a childhood memory, but as a masterpiece mirror, reflecting how language shaped our connection with nature. By discovering how this film framed nature, colonialism, and indigenous wisdom through language. Pocahontas was a real character of history, and she was also the daughter of Powhatan chief in Virginia. The name Pocahontas means small and silent. She was of a high rank, since she was a princess and was obliged to undertake various responsibilities and functions for her position. She made the decision to embrace her freedom and venture into the forest. During her explorations, she encounters John Smith, an English settler in her area as a part of the English conquest team, and that was how a love story began. The ecological and nature-loving message in Pocahontas calls us to honor nature and hold fast to the ideal of freedom, justice, friendship, and love. In essence, we are all one, and all life on this earth is the divine bond that unites us on the planet. Each form of life, whether visible or invisible, is sacred and natural like the earth itself. Are you ready to step into this brave girl's world? Please leave your comments below to express how you feel after this journey. Right now, just settle in and let's listen to the wind carry us to the Virginia wilderness. Starting with a scene many of us remember, the colors of the wind. This statement directly critiqued the colonial view of land as property. It challenged the idea of land as a commodity and suggests a beneficial story that encourages empathy, interconnection, and sustainability. Pocahontas didn't describe the nature, she spoke with it. Linguistically, she used the relational metaphor. The rainstorm and the river are my brother. These were consistent with the Indigenous worldviews, in which the nature had personhood. Contrast it with the colonial's language. You can own the earth, a market common mindset where land is commodified. The film's metaphor, Singing Rocks, challenged the Western notions of human-nature separations. The song is a counter-argument narrative which critiques the anthropocentric modality, I can own, versus the Pocahontas ecological modality. Savages, the framing of conflict. This conflict was based on the real historical events, with two parties framing two different ecological ideologies. Disney has exploited the ecosophy of settler disguises as raw is good, but implicit nature is consumerism and destroying the environmental for instant benefit. In contrast, instead of being recognized as individuals who hold environmental protectionism in high esteem, the native people were labeled as uncivilized and deserved to be eliminated. Moreover, this war raises a voice of resistance for the communities who have been ignored, for those who have sacrificed to protect the sacred motherland. This scene powerfully illustrates issue attention cycles in the media's role, depicting how the media oversimplifies complex conflicts between two distinct races into an us versus them narrative. The song's repetitive dehumanization, they are not like you and me, mirrors erasure patterns in colonial discourse, reducing distinct culture to obstacles. In parallel, how do modern people perceive these indigenous tribes today? Cannibal, superstitious, or disease carriers often come to mind. All are the products of the media language that have defined them as a threat rather than victim of greedy exploitation of colonial powers. In the same case as those American people, the media now often implicitly refers to environmental activists as troublemakers for the national development. Pocahontas here became the moral bridge, the one who taught the colonizer empathy. She reminded her people and us of shared stake. We are all connected. This phrase is more than just a lyric. It's a call to higher human intelligence. An intelligence where egotism, greed, division, discrimination, and murder do not exist. Her interruption is an act of reframing, shifting the emphasis from fear to interdependence. It is the clearest act of ecological resistance to the impending annihilations. Grandma Willow, wisdom beyond human time. The tree symbolizes indigenous thinking, which value generation over profits. Compare this with Sean's meat utterances. We build roads and houses, which illustrates a focus on immediate gain. Nature is anthropomorphized as a wise and gentle voice. Grandmother Willow uses soft but powerful language as a modality, with words like might and could, unlike the colonists' absolute claims. This land is ours. Her words appeal to human sacred intuitions as wisdom and go with the flow. Ecolinguistically, nature is viewed as a spiritual guide, playing a salient role. This clearly represents indigenous ideology and ecological practice, relationality, reciprocity, spiritual integrations, and land as kin. The value of film is conveyed in the detail using nature as supreme intelligence that surpasses the trivial materialism of humans, which dare to entrust your decisions to the spiritual guide within you. The child that Grandma Willow asserts always exists in the wind, in the earth, and in that deep blue sky. If you have experience, I believe you will reconsider the exploitation of nature as an inanimate commodity. As we leave the Virginia wilderness and the world of Pocahontas behind, let's carry her wisdom with us. The wind still whispering, the river still singing. This story is more than a film. It's an invitation to listen to the land, to the voices of history tried to silence, and to our own hearts. May we remember, we do not own the earth, we belong to it. Every rock, every tree, every creature has a story, has a voice. And like Pocahontas, may we have the courage to bridge the divides, to reframe the fear into understanding, and to stand as the guardians of interconnected web of life. Thank you for walking this path with me today. If this journey moved you, I'd love to hear your thoughts. How does Pocahontas speak to you now? Until next time, may your roots grow deep, and may you always hear the colors of the wind.